Everything is French. Everything is French if you are French.
Are you at a French cafe or something? What's going on?
Whoops.
All right, I think we're live. Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
cool.
No dropped frames. All right, Mike. This is Bush Simulator 2015.
Ah, finally, it's my most anticipated game this year.
Yeah.
I was about to say I love Bush, but this isn't that kind of stream.
Okay. Well, if I cough, oh, there's a human. If I cough, it's because I'm sick, and just don't judge me.
Everyone in our office is sick except for me. And I'm not in the office, neither are you. But everyone who works for GamesBeat's sick. I don't know how you all get sick so easily.
Well,
All I do
I work at home too, but my wife is a first grade teacher, so I'm blaming it on her. I call her carrier monkey. She carries all the germs,
Yeah.
and that hurts me. Okay.
I keep saying all I ever do is eat meat and cheese, and I'm like the healthiest one of you all.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go far to call you the healthiest. I think that has implications beyond what we're talking about here.
I don't get sick.
But you are the one that's not sick.
Oh,
So clearly you're doing something right. Like, I'll have to give that to you. But I'm going to be a stickler on the word healthiest. Maybe with an asterisk. Okay. I'm
All right.
publishing
Tell me
our
about this
story
game.
to say that we're doing this. I'm going to cough into the microphone because that's just good. That's just good twitching.
It's the best twitching.
And we are still just staring at a bush. Let me make sure that... There we go. Okay, the tweet should go live. Not just play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Do it. Do it.
I think there is some creature in the backyard 'cause my cat is freaking out at it.
Your cat's just ruining everything.
Ah, he just needs to taste blood, man. Just like we all do.
Yeah, just as I can say, your cats are awful, especially yours.
My cat is the best, and I will send him after you.
Extra
Okay.
awful.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Mike, you can see everything, right? You can see this game looks
Oh,
pretty neat.
yeah, it looks
huh?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Tomb Raider really didn't mean much of anything to me back like in the olden times. Like it was always kind of a curiosity, but I never had much fun playing it. Like in the PlayStation 1 era and beyond, it didn't really mean anything to me until the reboot, which it was definitely a lot more like Uncharted. But I like Uncharted a lot, and it kind of just reminded me of like serious Uncharted. It was like Uncharted without having. It wasn't kind of goofy or adventure-y. It was much more serious, which I think was a good idea because it differentiated itself a bit.
Yes,
But yeah,
and
kind of looking forward to sequel.
a lot of that's happening here as well. It's so we have to be careful. We can't show cutscenes. So I'm gonna try my best to stick to the open world stuff. But there are a lot of those very Uncharted-y sort of moments where they're not quite QTEs, but there's a lot of there's set pieces.
Set pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of that so far. And again, I can't say any review statements, but I have wanted to keep playing that. I guess I could say because it is enjoyable to have happen to me. That feels like a review statement. I've already messed up, Mike. I've made a mistake.
Yeah. Oh man, we're fired.
Aim and throw. All right.
But
Throw over there.
I've actually always had trouble with that, like talking about a game that like I'm reviewing, but like not like I don't know what like I'm allowed to say like do I like it or not, or can I say this?
Same here. I don't know really what. Well, I mean, I could just say that this is the open world part, and it is kind of what you remember. And this person's dead now.
Yeah, and that's kind of another difference from Uncharted. Uncharted's much more linear than Tomb Raider. The last one was, and I assume this one too.
Right. So it's definitely combining different games a little bit. And it's doing it in interesting ways. So it definitely has that Uncharted stuff, but it also feels a bit like Far Cry. And
Far Cry.
Like and I only played a few hours of the first like 2013 Tomb Raider. I think that's when it came out. So I think it did a lot of this stuff in the last one. But it feels like it's amped up here. It feels like it's kind of reaching a new level.
Do you think it's kind of like the Uncharted 1 to Uncharted 2 jump, where everything's just kind of much more finessed?
I think there's something to be said for the finesse. There's a confidence here. It feels like the
Right.
developer kind of set the stage with the first game, and now they're like, okay, well, now that we've built this foundation, we can really do something amazing next time around. If we get a cutscene, we're gonna have to at least cut the feed.
There's more of them arriving.
I don't think this counts. That's just the helicopter.
Just a hell cut. Everything's spoiled.
Helicopters are not allowed in cutscenes. Everyone knows that. Scramble between concealment
Obviously.
bushes or cover to avoid being seen. She does scramble like a monkey, which is always good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're like weird crouching thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, did you ever change the name of the stream?
I did, I think. Can you check?
Yeah, update mine.
So,
I actually just replayed Uncharted 2 on the Uncharted collection, so it'd be really interesting to play this now.
yeah, how are you feeling about going back to a game that you loved so much?
Real quick, I don't know if the name changed on the.
Okay, can you
Yeah, let me see if I can log on. Like I said, my internet is so bad.
Okay, well if not, then I'll get it. Okay, she can do this monkey thing, and I'm gonna do the monkey thing. All right, so I guess I could do a quick setup here.
Yep.
It is very Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I'm about 2 hours in, and I really feel like I'm playing like a new Indiana Jones like story. She's kind of going after something her father was investigating, and there's a mystery that was like left when their father's like no longer alive. And this is all happens in the first like hour, so I don't think that's really a spoiler. That's just like the basic setup. Here's Gavin Rosdale coming at me from what's that man, Mr. Gwen Stefani. All right, now he's dead, Mr. Gwen Stefani.
So you say you didn't really play a whole lot of the first one, but like kind of, it was like an origin story, and Laura was almost like she was kind of out of her element and kind of, surviving by the skin of her teeth. Is there a bit more of a confidence with the character this time, like a competency?
Yes, she always just feels like she's on top of every little thing here, and all the characters around her, like her friend characters that you see at the beginning of the story, they're sort of doubting her, and everyone's like, "You're being crazy! Like, don't like throw your life away for this stuff." And she's totally throwing herself into it 100%, and it's sort of it's also reminiscent of the National Treasure movies. It feels a little bit like that.
Don't even say that.
I know that. I mean, it's not. Of course, there's no Nick Cage, so you're not going to get that. But there definitely has that ring of like this, like she's trying to prove her family line is like not like fraudulent and stuff like that, and that's
very similar. Very cool. Okay, I like that. This is inspired by National.
Yeah.
That has to be in your review.
Inspired by National Treasure.
We actually have a legitimate reason to reference James Beat story. You have to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, this person knows now, so I gotta kill him.
Everybody knows.
Headshots.
I'm just like looking for our freaking password document since I'm on my computer because I'm on this. I got this.
Let me put it in our personal chat here, and I'll.
Yeah. Oh, our personal. I thought you were gonna put in the Twitch channel, but that's not a good idea.
That's a brilliant idea. What are you talking about?
Give everybody access to our Twitch account. Nothing will go wrong.
These are always so hard. Always so hard. Like you said, like I never know what I can say and can't say, but. So they made it very clear that when we're on Twitch, we have to stream at least 720p and 30 frames per second or whatever. Maybe it's 60 frames, but I'm at 30. And so, like, clearly, like, they want to show off the visuals. And can I say that the game looks good? Like, am I even allowed to say that?
I mean, I don't see why that would bother them.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say it looks pretty stunning, and it's like I haven't had a moment where it's like, oh, that's the Xbox One, like, chugging because it's the Xbox One or something like that. There's been nothing of it. Like, there's been no instances of that. It's just been one cool moment after the other. Oh, you gotta die.
Did you play Far Cry 4? Would you say better or worse than
I played a little bit of Far Cry 4 as well. I've actually was getting caught up on Far Cry 3, so I've been playing that recently.
Ooh. So you're playing Far Cry 3 now? I feel like Far Cry is one of those franchises that I like, but it's like once like the fourth one's out, I don't need to play the third one.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I already own the Far Cry 3, so it's just like I should just do this before I spend more money. It's kind of was my thinking.
My favorite Far Cry whatever has still been Blood. What was it called? Like the weird 80s retro one, Blood Dragon.
Oh yeah. I love that. Anything with interlaced video is always
good.
gonna like speak to me. So, the game seems to reward exploration. Do I need to just throw this thing? All right, I can't pick anything else up.
Right, well, because you can find like tombs and stuff and to
Oops.
explore and all that, right?
That was a mistake. I think I hit the ceiling, and now they're going to come for me, aren't they? So it rewards exploration. There are like tombs to explore, and it's got this like adventure vision or something.
Adventure vision, is that like the bat vision?
Yeah, it's like the bat vision. It fades as soon as you stop pressing it.
All right, I finally have access to our what's this called? Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Can't keep track of these names anymore. Rise of the Planet of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and then Dawn of the Rise of the Planet of the Tomb Raider. Yeah. I think Dawn should come before Rise, right? Or Rise before Dawn? Whatever.
Well, I mean, it's a cycle. One doesn't really come before the other. I'm just saying.
What was that?
Rise of the Tomb Raider, spoiler-free gameplay. Lay done.
Yeah, that's a good title. Spoiler-free gameplay. Spoiler-ish, free-ish gameplay. So, yeah, so this adventure vision kind of shows you where you're supposed to go. I'm heading up there, kind of, and there's like zip lines and stuff. So, like, of course, it's all very gamified.
Yeah, I mean, it just definitely looks. I mean, just kind of just watching it play a little bit, I'm like, kind of. It's funny how like this game's not really wasn't really on my radar, and I don't know why because I liked the first one. A pretty good amount. It's just I don't know. It's just like it's not immediately as sexy as like a Fallout 4 or Star Wars Battlefront.
But I don't think you're alone. It wasn't on my radar. I don't think it's going to be on a lot of people's. I think a part of that is the sort of Xbox effect. If it was like a PlayStation 4 exclusive, I think it'd be getting a lot more attention because people are just generally more favorable towards that stuff right now. But part of it's just that, yeah, it's another Tomb Raider game. The franchise is 100 million years old, and the last one was cool, but like, is this just going to be that much better? But I think the thing is that this is going to be the kind of game that, I hesitate to call it a sleeper hit because it's Tomb Raider, and it was like the biggest franchise at one point. But I think this is going to be the one kind of game that like comes out the same week as Fallout 4, and then the reviews are going to hit, and people are going to be like, "Huh." That's
like I guess.
And I'm not the one reviewing it. So I don't know what Dean is going to say when he reviews it. Should I kill this rat? I feel like I should kill the rat. Where'd he go?
Yeah, because there's like a bit of a crafting thing, almost like Far Cry again, right?
Yes, absolutely. It is a lot like Far Cry in terms of its crafting.
Right. Yeah, I guess that was a good way of explaining the first one. I see this one. It was basically kind of Far Cry meets Uncharted, which I like. It was really, if I have a problem with Far Cry, that I'm not really a big fan of the first person stealth thing. It's fine, but it's like it's almost so super trial and error-y in a way. I don't know why the third person just kind of feels better.
Yeah, I could see that. I think there's also elements here of and this kind of helps, I think, maybe fix that thing that you were just touching on, the first and third person. There's elements of Zelda here where, and I don't mean like it's like not like castles and stuff that you go through, but it's like there's a lot of auto stealth, and there's not auto jumping, but it's like a lot of context sensitive stuff. You get in situations, and the game just like is going to click over into stealth for you, because that's the situation you're in. Just like and that reminded me of sort of like the switch over to 3D for Zelda, where like the developers are just like, you know what, we're going to handle this for you, so you don't have to be thinking about a stealth button or something like that, just like Zelda did with the jump button. All right. Ooh. Hopefully they can't see me.
Get him. So what are you doing right now? What is your objective?
So there, like I said earlier, she's trying to prove that her father is right and stuff. So she has found this sort of secret city that's been lost to time. Where am I going?
Oh, that's very Uncharted. Like that almost became like a problem with the Uncharted games, that like the whole finding a lost city thing was like it was done in every game. It was like, okay, how many lost cities is Nathan Drake going to find? And they always just blow up at the end.
Well, yeah. Maybe one has already been kind of sort of destroyed in this one. Like maybe or maybe not. So that's fun. But now that took her to an old Soviet installation in Siberia, I think. I don't know. It's kind
Well,
of.
I mean, I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't really need to know that nitty. I'm just like, what are you doing right now? Like,
So as far
are
as I
you
know, I
literally
think
just wandering around?
Yeah, I'm trying to survive. I think I'm just trying to like get shit to kind of beat these guys because obviously there's bad guys over there. I need to beat them to like the final goal, and that's kind of
Okay.
all the big setup so far. But right now, let's see.
So in like the first Tomb Raider, there's kind of a, I don't know if I want to say torture porn, but there was like they beat the crap out of Lara Croft in that game.
Right.
Like she was just getting impaled. Is that kind of toned down? That's kind of good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Where do I go, Mike? Oh.
I don't know. It's your game playing. So did you have to turn the subtitles on? Are you a subtitles guy?
I'm a subtitles guy. Yeah.
Me too. Because just every once in a while you just can't hear things, and it drives me crazy.
And I don't want to be like, I wear glasses and to see better. I want the words up there to hear better. I wonder if I could just shoot through that window and just take them all out.
So when is this release day? Is this tomorrow or is this like the 10th, like Fallout?
I think this is the 10th. I think it's the same day.
Oh, jeez. That is rough. That is almost kind of... I don't know about that. That's weird. I feel like this could have... Because, like, what's coming out in, like, late November? Just Star Wars, right? Or it's got to be something else.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Call of Duty is, like, tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as usual, November's always packed. Do it.
Pray for me. Hey, it worked. I just didn't believe in myself, Mike. That was the problem.
Well, that's okay. I didn't believe in you either.
Exactly, right? So I didn't have moral support on my team. That was so. You know what? It's your fault.
There you go.
I feel like talking to this guy is gonna click into a cutscene.
Yeah, don't talk to him.
Yeah, I'll have to. I don't know what to do then. I think. I wonder if I can just go to the door.
But that lighting is really kind of fantastic. The lighting is really...
There's been a lot of that, and they are clearly showing it off. They're not afraid.
It is a good-looking game.
Look at all this like shimmering stuff on all these great like caves. Like the caves aren't always all dark. They almost always have like light shining in from above, sunlight, natural sunlight. So it's first of all, it's not oppressive, and second of all, it just looks great.
Max Sinclair. The release is the 13th in the UK, and says that works out for him. So it's just a little bit later.
Yeah,
if it is a 10th.
So he's got like what, 48 hours to finish Fallout 4. That's enough time.
Yeah. What yeah, I was talking to Aaron Greenberg at Microsoft about this, especially with this game looking as good. And I'm just saying, just looking at it, who knows, maybe it's awful, but it looks like it's pretty solid. It seems like it's kind of hard to not objectively be like, yeah, Microsoft has the better holiday lineup here. I mean, exclusive-wise, they have this, they have Halo, and Sony doesn't really have any big exclusives this holiday.
They have the re-release of Uncharted and some Bloodborne DLC, which is worth noting. I mean, that's worth pointing out, but it's not the same as all this. Okay, so guys, everyone watching, what I'm going to do here is I'm not allowed to show the cutscene, and I don't think we can continue unless I talk to him. And we're going to stream for at least another 15 more minutes, at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the video of the game, and it's going to be a black screen, but it'll be me and Mike still talking. And then once the cutscene's over, we'll be back. I apologize, but them's the rules. That's the only way we're allowed to stream this. And if it's not a cutscene, then I'll just bring it right back. So black screen.
All right, I'm excited.
I hit the X button. What happens?
Oh my God! Nathan Drake showed up.
Wait, is this Samus?
Whoa.
Are they kissing? Are they making out? Mike, are they making out?
Oh yeah, they are.
All right, what's going on? All right, I think it wasn't a cutscene. Hooray!
False alarm.
False alarm.
Back. And we're back, and we have the combination.
I just don't want Phil Spencer to show up in my house and kill me, dude.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, coming back. It'll be interesting because even with that, it seems like Microsoft just has a software advantage. Like, part of me still somehow expects Sony to win holidays because because their momentum is so strong right now.
To be fair, the same thing was happening last year, and Microsoft did outsell Sony in November and December. which are the biggest
Right.
misses.
That's true. That's true.
And I think something will happen here, similar could happen here. But you're right. There's just so much momentum. Sony cut the price, so Microsoft's gonna have to get really aggressive. It sounds like they will. Oh, this is a cutscene, isn't it?
It looks pretty cutscene-y.
Yeah, there's people. All right, yeah, that's the game cut. So yeah, so there's. Yeah, you're right. Microsoft's got the, I think, objectively, a better lineup, but that's sort of not going to matter unless it can get super aggressive with the pricing on Black Friday and through December and stuff like that. And I think they will. We've seen a couple of deals where the Xbox One with like 3 games is like $300, and that's going to be hard for a lot of people to pass up, I think.
Rage, if you're asking if we're mad the game's not on PlayStation 4, or, not immediately, it's not an exclusive, I mean, I couldn't care. Of course, I also have both systems. But
yeah, I mean, mad at who? I mean, am I mad that Street Fighter 5 is only on PlayStation 4 and PC? Like, no, I got, like, people are doing their business, and getting mad seems pointless. Like, if I only had a PS4, would I be bummed that I couldn't play this? Well, I don't know yet. I'm only 2 hours into the game. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. We're not allowed to say. But mad seems misplaced. I wouldn't be mad.
Right. Especially in this age where like exclusives are such less frequent than they've ever been. It seems, what are you gonna be mad about? I mean, it's always gonna happen a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I mean, and it's better than ever in terms of like parity. Like the system, like there's like 2 major like exclusives, Halo and this, and one of them's timed. Like one of them you're gonna get to play soon.
Right.
Okay, Mike. Should I just go balls out and shoot everyone, or should I try to sneak?
Well, I guess that's kind of an interesting question. Is this like going back to Uncharted? One thing I like about it is that it seems like every fight you can be sneaky for a while, and maybe if you're like really good and really patient, you can actually stealth kill everybody. But chances are they're going to catch you at some point, and then it turns into a gunfight. And like the stealth isn't so much about like that's how you should do it, but like trying to give yourself an advantage. Is this more like Far Cry, where ideally you do want to stealth kill everybody, or is it really more about kind of just doing what you can, and then it's going to devolve to a gunfight at some point?
Let's find out. This is my first, I think, real opportunity to actually answer that question, so let's go for it.
All right.
I didn't really see a good opportunity to stealth kill that dude that was walking back and forth, but I think I should be able to stealth kill this human.
Yeah.
Put him out of his misery.
I mean, he looks pretty happy.
No, miserable. What I just did was morally correct.
I agree.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
What is this big cloth thing? Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay, well, that didn't go well.
Dude, nice.
Well, I think I might have to start this one over, Mike.
Don't you hate when you like? I was doing that in a chart too all the time. I'd accidentally get like stuck in these melee combos, and like people would just be shooting me to death. I couldn't really cancel out of them. Like, oh jeez. Okay.
All right, so my bow.
I mean, it's like the year of the bow is back.
Back. I'm so excited.
It's kind of a tangent, but you know what I'm excited for as well. Far Cry Primal. To me, that's like a very smart way of like breathing some life into a franchise. For some reason, just like that concept of like Stone Age Far Cry just like immediately makes a lot of sense.
I agree. It's like survival games are already popular. So putting you with a bunch of like woolly mammoths and like the Ice Age and stuff, like that's like an easy win.
Right.
Also,
but it's such like a.
The implication is it'll be like a smaller experience as well, like the one you just mentioned, Blood Dragon.
Like Blood Dragon, which
yeah, and like already like that's, I mean, smaller games in general are exciting me as a 32-year-old guy who's kind of busy a lot. Like, give me a 10-hour Far Cry, that might be better than like a 30-hour Far Cry.
And that's like my thing now is like, at first I had made an initiative to like read more, and I was doing pretty good at that. But then I also wanted to do an initiative to play more like PlayStation 1 JRPGs that I missed, and the two just can't live peacefully with each other.
Yeah. It's like
So
that's why I end up playing like
take
so
a
much like
turn.
Rocket League or something because I can like listen to like audiobooks or podcasts with that.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of my Hearthstone. Right now, my
Right,
thing is I'm
exactly.
working on
Same thing.
my. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice. Whoa, cool.
Jump up there.
Yeah, my thing right.
Stealth kill. 4 stealth kills.
That was a stealth kill. Your everything. Oh, like the fire is spreading. Whoa, this is insane.
Where's homeboy shooting? Wait, no. Oh, you are right there.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Shoot. Swing him to death.
Yeah, Lara.
That's pretty cool. I don't know. Do you think the having to tap the X button is that necessary? Or does it add to?
It did make it feel. I think it made it feel a little bit more dramatic.
Visceral.
Yeah, like this is a moment that's happening. It's not like a cutscene that I started. It's like this is a thing that like if I'm not on my game, like I could still die.
Right. Okay. Again, another Char 2 comparison. But I like how like you kind of go from like the island setting to like this bit more of a snowy thing. I don't know why I like snowy locations in games.
I mean, anytime snow's coming down, well, rain as well, but snow in games just like actually
Snow looks
falling
prettier.
is pretty. It like
Right.
also makes you feel like you're moving around more. Like the motion feels more visceral, to use that word like for the second time in like 1 minute.
Yeah, that's the word of the day.
Yep.
Makes me feel like dancing when it dance.
Tree. I like how she just rips the tree apart.
Yeah, around the tree thing. Did you get my Mad Max reference?
No, I did not.
That's okay. It wasn't bad.
Yep.
That character model just looks good. Like her little fluffy jacket. Kind of
Like
looks comfortable. I kind of want a fluffy jacket now.
Yeah, you could change your outfit, but I'm like, no way. This looks like super comfortable for this weather.
Oh no! Is it like?
It's not like Dead or Alive
Can you
or something. No.
can you put on? Like I played Persona, dancing all night, and it's like you can unlock their bikini outfits. I'm not saying I'm above using them, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
they're
no,
there.
of course not. I like how people in chat are talking about like Fallout 4. Like I feel like that game. So many people have like already got their hands on that game, like in the public. That's like I'm reviewing the game. I've put 30 hours into it, and by the time I like actually put out my review, it's gonna be like pointless because everyone's gonna like know everything already.
Right. Yeah. It's like that's funny. Like the big talk about that one just seems to be about graphics.
Yeah, it really shouldn't be. Like I mean, the environment. Whatever. We'll talk about that another time. We'll stream that.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun. But man, yeah. November's about to get. I didn't even get Halo because I knew I was gonna be getting Fallout. I'm gonna play this at some point. And I'm gonna get Battlefront.
Die, bunny.
And I'm get him. Yeah, this game just does look good. Draw distance at times.
Yes, it's just sort of like you could see its potential in everything. You could see that it's like got sort of both sides of the spectrum of having those set piece moments and then all this exploration, and then that combat was actually cool, and it gave me a moment where it was like, hey, I can figure out this puzzle, and then it just like set the whole building on fire, and it felt again very rewarding. Like it felt like, hey, I did that thing, I figured it out, and now this like huge sort of it felt like it turned from like organic combat into a set piece, sort of.
You're right. Yeah. Can you think of like other reboots that you kind of like better than the original thing?
No, I'd have
like
to
Prince
think.
of Prince of Persia.
Yeah, that's clear.
Stands of time. That one was funny because then it got rebooted, and then got unbooted back into the
Yeah.
Sands of Time thing.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that was Sands of Time was great. And actually, this game's got a little bit of Sands of Time in it as well. I feel like.
Ooh,
just the,
fancy.
The sort of
Now I'm trying to think.
We've managed to destroy
jumping around and climbing on stuff feels more like Sands of Time than anything else, actually.
We need to shut them down.
Cool.
Help me. And I'll
So
let
wait for
the
that
others know they
Sonic
can trust
reboot.
me. We need all the allies we can get.
Accept mission. Sure, why not?
Okay, that's neat. So this is like a side thing,
I think
or is
so.
this a main thing?
No, I think it's a side thing. There's definitely like people that have like lived in this city, in Siberia.
Okay.
Which is Missing gear. Open this object requires the lockpick. The lockpick.
No, not just any.
Yeah, the lockpick
The
universal.
lick pick. Hey, Jeff.
My brain is not fully functioning. Oh, I thought that was a crafting table. Too much Fallout.
I think one of my best comics was Tomb Raider reboot comic.
I feel like I remember that one. Were there multiple ones? Because I feel like I remember
Maybe.
you drawing a Tomb Raider.
Yeah, for some reason I was happy with my work. It was something like, it was like after she got chased down by wolves and bitten by them a bunch. She had a stick go through her side and all this stuff. Then she like met some guy who like got bit by one wolf. He's like, you have to climb up to this mountain in the radio tower. It's like, why don't you?
I remember that. That was a good one.
Yeah, thanks. I was fishing for that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm always there for. You can always count on me to be like, yeah, good job or whatever.
I want that pat on the back. Because you make me feel like dancing with things night away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The snowy looks awesome,
Yeah,
but
it
the wind,
cool.
the trees bending in the wind like that pine down there, that is so. Yeah, I'm kind of, man. I'm like, damn it. I'm like almost mad now.
I know, right?
Because I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want more games to play. Like that's how I'm feeling. Like I wanted to be like, oh man, Fallout's the only thing.
Right, and that's like the thing. It's like I definitely want to play this, but I'm not. I'm gonna play Fallout first because it's Fallout, and I love Fallout. Fallout 3 was like, it's kind of embarrassing because it wasn't that long ago. But that was kind of the opening up of like Western RPGs for me. That used to be a genre I was not into at all. Like I never played Baldur's Gate, Knights of the Old Republic, the older Elder Scrolls.
You didn't play Oblivion?
Anybody? No, I didn't then. I went back
right.
a while ago. I'm still not some of the older like CRPG games like the Infinity Engine stuff. I haven't really played a lot of that.
Yeah,
but since then I've gone.
Hard to go back to the enhanced editions of some of that stuff is pretty good.
Right, but like I've since gone back. Like I played KOTOR and a lot of the BioWare stuff.
Man, you hadn't played KOTOR before Fallout 3. That is interesting.
Right, I played it a little bit. No, I really wasn't. I just never got into Western RPGs for a long time, and like once I did, it's like one of my favorite things. I don't know.
Oh man, okay. There's an optional challenge to nearby, and that has been that's been really fun. So that's something we should talk about as well.
I think there's something kind of like that in the first one where there's like these optional tunes that you can to raid.
It seems like something they might have had, but they've been. I've done 2 so far, and both have been quick, sort of platform puzzly things that they were like quick distractions, and they break up the game so nicely. It's just such a change of pace. Oh, that's a wolf.
Oh no.
I don't want to die.
And you just have your bow and arrow, really, right?
I have a gun too, but I didn't know the wolf was there, so I didn't have time to change to it. That motherfucker was eating her throat.
That is not nice. Are you using your
oh yeah,
Elite controller?
Yeah.
What do you have mapped to it?
So I'm kind of just using it as with I've been playing Fallout, so I have my Fallout thing sort of set to it. With a medium-sized stick on the right, normal-sized regular Xbox One stick on the left, and then I do have the paddles. Although I don't think I would use the paddles for this game. I don't think, except for maybe to I think I might set one of the buttons to quickly change to the gun. That might have been helpful.
Do you think the paddles help in Fallout like noticeably?
They're not. No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not super
like
necessary.
I don't know if I like changing. I mean, I've used it here and there. I've played with my brothers, but
right.
I don't really know if I like changing the analog sticks. I don't know. I just never really. I haven't like quite seen the point in that yet.
That makes perfect sense because like it only is going to make a very minute difference in certain competitive situations, I think. So
right.
I do like I'm used to it now, so phone just blowing up.
That's a spacey ringtone.
Yeah, I like my spacey shit. I'm a nerd. But yeah, like unless you're like competing, like try to get like a super nuance in your aiming in like Call of Duty or something. You're right. It doesn't make a lot of sense to switch the sticks. But if you
But
get once you
but
get
the
used to it,
controller's
there
so
is
nice.
yeah, there's a bit. Oh yeah, it's just so much better than any other controller. I have
It just feels better. Just even like the flick of the analog sticks. I don't know why.
yeah.
There's like more weight to it. It just feels. Oh god, I'm like
And also like
kind
just
of mad
like
I don't have one yet.
moving the analog stick around in a circle is like so much smoother than any of the other analog sticks on any of the controllers. It's actually at a point where it's like I will choose Xbox One games over PS4 to continue playing
Well,
with this controller.
I think that's what's brilliant about it too, because this is something I even asked Aaron Greenberg about. I was like, to me, it seems like the two systems are so similar at this point, and people will, they'll have their comparison videos, and maybe one will look kind of better.
Right.
But when you don't have side by side, you're not gonna tell.
No.
It comes down to these minute things.
Whoa,
like what
the
are my
wolves
friends
came out of the
playing
cave. Nope, run away.
Woo! They're
Run away.
onto you. So I can't really see from like watching this, but how's like the kind of like leaving like the dynamic of the snow? You're like leaving footprints, or are they kind of going away after a bit? Because that was like one way where.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to whether or not they're going away, but there was like a point where like she was like trudging through like deep snow, and it was leaving these like really great paths of like snow deformation. That was cool.
Because yeah, like I know Uncharted too, like pretty much everything in that game like looks really good still, especially with the remastering. But it was like the way they did like the snow. It was just like mounds of snow would appear by your feet. Like you weren't actually leaving imprint, but like it would just like makes it didn't look. It obviously worked at the time, but like now you can tell it's kind of a dated effect.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, how old is it now?
Oh, that game came out 2009 or so. So yeah, I mean it's excusable. I'm just saying, like it was like one of the areas that they couldn't really fix with just like a remastering. You are just getting wolfed to death.
Jump away!
Jump! Need some like higher ground. You can't climb those wolves.
There's a friggin' thing up there, but I'm like too afraid. I need to just keep running.
I need to make some like some reference to that Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah, I know. She needs to cover her hands in glass and just say I have a particular set of skills and stuff.
Remember how that was like the big trailer shot, and it turns out to be like the very last scene in the movie? Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, what a weird movie.
People like really are into that movie now. Basically, it's pretty good. Basically, it has one really good scene.
Yeah. And they made a whole movie around it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too because like right after Taken, so they really tried to sell it as an action movie to get all the Taken fans in there.
It worked on me.
The Gray, that's what it's called. The Gray. There was some like generic Liam Neeson like another action movie that I saw that was all right. It was like he had Amnesia in it. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was called.
Like Liam Neeson Taken movies now.
Yeah, I love that Liam Neeson is now like he's basically like a Jason Statham.
Yeah, he's basically the biggest action star in the world now. Suddenly, this giant Irish, like lanky motherfucker is just like
old guy.
Yeah, old guy, like grandpa. They're like, yeah, he could pretty much beat anyone in a fist fight. So let's just put him in there. All right, okay, I'm into it. All right, I think I might have killed the two wolves that kept giving me trouble, but we'll find out. I'll probably have to scream here again in a second.
Like a girl, or a little girl. These girls don't necessarily scream worse than guys. You have like a Luger?
I think so. Oh.
Wait.
Stop!
Turn to the left and right again.
Hang on, I will. After Nefer kills me.
Yeah, when you're just down the scope, just like sharply turn from the left to the right after you kill your wolf.
Like this?
I don't know. Maybe I can't tell if it's just the true quality, but like the wispiness of your hair is looking a little. Luger? I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at your hair effects.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a little much there. You see that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
being
super nitpicky.
Look at the bangs like shoot out to the side. That is fun.
More information out of the prisoner. If Constantine has to do it himself, he's not going to be happy.
We'll step up the pressure.
Well,
He's clearly had some experience
Jeff, I think I'm going to peace out here pretty soon.
Yeah, what time is it? It's 2:06 my time, so I think it's probably about time for us to end this stream anyhow, because I think there are some earnings reports we got to do because it's earnings season. So I think, yeah, that'll do it. We'll throw this up on YouTube. We'll always memorialize me getting killed by wolves over and over. And then, yeah, so Mike, thanks for hanging out with me and watching me play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm definitely a bit more stoked for this now. Looks super cool.
Excellent, man. Well, we'll probably be on next week with some Fallout and stuff and some other games. Who knows? Maybe we'll play some Halo or something. All right, Mike. I think that's going to do it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do giveaways and stuff all the time. So, yeah, just do that. We'll see you soon.
Look, we're just sitting still and her hair's still going crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm in the stream now. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.